Okay, welcome everyone. I'm so thrilled that you all joined me today for this WNBA San Francisco Lunch and Learn workshop, totally fun experience. Road to Goaltopia, a vision board workshop for writers. So just a little bit about me. I'm Debra Eckerling. I'm the author of Your Goal Guide, a roadmap for setting, planning, and achieving your goals. Is all this Road to Goaltopia thing making sense right now? So my book is all about the road trip from figuring out what you want and creating a plan to make your goals a reality. And so I thought, the first step really in achieving any goals is to know what that is. Now you're all writers, you're all here. I'm gonna guess that you all kind of know what you want, which is great. Now it's time to get it. And a huge part of that is visualization. So you really just want to start, not just think about what you want, but think about what it looks like, what the life that you want looks like for you. So today we're going to create our own goal maps, vision boards of what we want. And I call this like a virtual scavenger hunt, because we're gonna figure out what those items are on that scavenger hunt, and then we're going to go search for them. So I am going to share my screen. And we are going to get started. There. Okay, as I mentioned before, this is me, this is my book. I'm also the founder of the Deb Method, which is my system that helps people figure out what they want and how to get it. It's really simple. Determine your mission. And that really boils down to who are you, what makes you unique, what do you want, and how does it help others? So that's really the basis for figuring out your goals. Because if you know what your future looks like, then you can create a plan to make it a reality. E is explore your options, which I call the research phase, because let's say you want to be a best-selling author. Wonderful. What does that path look like? Which route do you want to go? Do you want to go traditional? Do you want to independently publish, a hybrid? Lots of options and lots of ways to figure out what best aligns with who you are and your mission. And then we go into brainstorm your path. Once you figure out what that destination is, you brainstorm everything you need to do to get there, organize it, make a plan, boom. But it really starts with the first step in determining your mission, which is visualization. Goaltopia is that perfect place in the world where you're achieving your goals and living the life you desire. And yes, we've had so many changes as of late that it's kind of challenging to think, okay, what's life going to look like down the line? Doesn't matter. You're still going to have certain things that you want, certain goals, and just because it's going to happen in a different way, because everything is now connected electronically, more book tours are virtual, all bets are off, a lot of things have changed, does not mean you can't still have that life. The path, what it looks like might just be just a little bit different. To get what you want, you need to know what you want. And so that is what we're here for. So I want to know, what do you want? These are the few that came into my mind that were writer friendly, but I thought maybe we can go around really quick and see if everybody wants to share one or two words of what that looks like for you. So Elise, I'm going to put you on the spot first.
Oh, okay. I love that list. I was like, ooh, I lost it, but I think
yeah, I would like to see it.
Oh, we'll go back there in a minute. Don't worry.
Okay. What I remember, it's almost like a memory test too. I like the influencer. I am a published author, so I think becoming more of an influencer and blogging and putting things, yeah, I don't have an agent, but I have a publisher, more best-selling, putting my book out there. I want wealth, health, happiness, all of the above. But yeah, some of them are filled out, but putting a plan in place where some of those other things, yeah, putting my ideas out there. I feel that, yeah, all the things there. And I like screenplays too. Sometimes I might try that too. So a little bit of playfulness and a little bit of doing what I'm doing with my books already. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, who wants to jump in next?
Jean, I'll go.
Okay.
So I actually have done dance and performance primarily as my creative mode, but I was an English major and I was always into writing, and I have written journalistically, and I have a story to write about my own path and also about my ideas about culture. I lived in Korea for 7 years, and I want to get my ideas out there, and I want to feel solid in my ideas, and I think writing a book will actually help me feel more grounded in what I'm about.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. Good for you. And I love that you've got the different forms of creative expression because they all work together.
Yay. Thanks.
Okay. Do you like MJ or Mary Jean?
Well, I publish under MJ Pramick. So Mary Jean I use for my professional job stuff.
Okay. So you'll be MJ today.
So today I'm going to be MJ, and I'm going to do all of the above like Elise did.
Okay.
I started a novel 12 years ago and it's still not done. And I looked at some Dear Agent letters I wrote 4 years ago, and I'm going, oh my God, I wrote them 4 years ago and it's still not accomplished. Part of it is because I work full time, and that's what I like now about the pandemic. I don't have to commute. I can sit here and get more done. It seems like.
Right.
So, I've just got a lot of stuff to do. And I like what Jean said about get solid in my ideas. Think that would be really good. I'd like to blog too. I started a website, and that's been up there for about 8 years and I haven't done anything. So it's like, wow, how to get organized to do it. That's what I need.
Okay. Oh, my favorite topic. Well, I will, if we have time, I'll do a little bit of that at the end. But what I really want is, because if you could see my office, and you can't, and it's being recorded, so I'm not going to show you, but I have to my right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lists of things, 3 or 4 visual representations, and then I've got my own Goaltopia vision board, which is, and I have more of like a generic version to use as examples today. But the things that you want, if you can see them, they're more likely to become a reality because it's focus, eye on the prize. Okay, anybody else want to share?
You want to share?
Sure. Can I?
Okay, Hamilton, do you want to share what Goaltopia means to you?
Yeah. Well, what I want to do is finish my first really long chapter book. I finished a chapter book before, but it was not very many pages. And that's pretty much all I want to get done.
Okay, and senior?
Like really cool if I managed to do it.
Yeah. I also want to finish my book, and looking towards getting somebody to actually read it. I would like to build my social media presence as well.
Got it. Okay, anybody else want to jump in?
Yeah, so I started blogging back in April because I do want to learn how to write and be a better writer. And as I learn many things, I feel like I don't know anything and I want to grow and learn more. So I do blog, and I'm interested in all of this because it's right down the alley I want to go. And becoming known for my expertise, I'm trying to build my social media platforms and not only share with what I know as being a complex PTSD survivor, but eventually down the road, I want to write a memoir. That's my main goal. And I don't know what all that entails, but I'm just absorbing everything that I can right now to make that dream possible.
That's amazing and good for you. And that's I got to tell you all a secret about social media. There is no secret. The secret to social media is to explore and find the different platforms that you're comfortable with and see what kind of content speaks to you and do more of that. And I'm actually doing, I'll put the link in. I'm doing a session on setting LinkedIn goals at a LinkedIn summit next Wednesday. So I'll put that link in the chat for anybody who's got interest in diving more into learning about that platform. Okay, anybody else, or are you ready? Are you ready for a little bit of fun brainstorming? Okay. Take out, remember I said be sure to have a notebook nearby. You have two choices. You can name 26 things you want, one for each letter of the alphabet, or 32 things you want, no alphabetical order necessary. The reason I like the alphabet using the alphabet is it really causes you to kind of stretch your brain for what those things are. So let's take about 5 minutes and just do a brainstorm. Again, alphabet or 1 through 32 or more. And I'll even help you cheat. I'll put this slide back on while you do it. Okay, so how are we doing? Do you need another minute or do we have good lists? What do we think?
Yeah,
Another
another minute
minute?
would be cool.
Okay, well, I'll give you the other cheat list on here. The other very secret thing I should tell you about the list is remember this is for you. Now in a minute we're going to kind of drill it down to the things that are really the top of the list, but you can keep this list or a version of this list for all the big picture goals for yourself, and they can be silly, they can be exciting, they can be like, I want to go to the moon. I mean, it's okay if that's a goal that you have. It's feasible, right? You want to sail around the world, maybe you have to wait until travel is better, but anything, okay, nearly anything isn't as possible as probable if you have the skills, if you have the drive, if you want to completely change your path. It's fine. We live in the information age. Anything you want to learn is out there. Everyone you want to meet is out there. There are wonderful groups like WNBA where you get to meet your people, but not just meet them, connect with them and develop relationships. So no dream is too big or too small or too goofy or too unrealistic. Everything is unrealistic. If you can see the life you want, there's so much better of a chance that you're going to have it. Okay, I'm going to take us off Jer for one more minute because there's someone who just wrote me and said, can I come in? Can I come in? And then we'll get to sharing what we've been working on. Okay, is anybody ready to, I'm sorry, is everybody ready for phase next? Does anybody want to share like the goofiest or most absolute cool thing on their brainstorm?
Where is that cold enough for you? It's cold enough for you.
Okay, then I'll keep it talking. Okay, so what I want you to do next, because yes, 26 things is a lot, but when looking at your list, you probably see a little bit of overlap, right? Agent book deal, you can kind of merge those together. The social media, I've got Instagrammer and LinkedIn Live and podcaster, so that's kind of being in the spotlight expertise. Ukulele lessons, honestly, no idea where that came from. I just thought, okay, learning a musical instrument, that would be a good representative. So you can, and then the whole fun with friends, relaxation, the work-life balance, zest for life, that you want to see, okay, what does that really look like for me? What do I want? Is it me on the beach with my friends? Is it having nice meals with the family? What does the life balance part look like? So what I want you to do next is to choose 10 meaningful items and write them down. And you can just like circle your favorites if that's easier. Now, the other thing about brainstorming, and for those of you who mentioned you have so many things you want to do, this brainstorming tactic works really well with anything. And you can just go through and say, okay, these are the things that I want to accomplish, and not look at the big picture, but look at the entire picture. Write down all the personal goals, the professional goals, and the different components that will help you meet all of those goals. This is the B in the Deb Method, the brainstorm your path. So something you can go to at any time when you feel like you've got too much in your head, you want to pour it all out so you can organize. Okay, do we have our 10-ish?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, since we've got, it looks like we've got like a half of you are ready to go and a couple still working on your list, and a new person came in, welcome. To catch you up, everybody just brainstormed a list of 26 things that they want. and narrowed it down to 10. So if you want to just skip over the first step, think about the 10 things that you want, make a list and catch on up with us, or go with the big list and catch up with the other steps later. Totally up to you. So now the next thing I want you to do is to find your 10 items. I know this is really surprising that it's a vision board and I have to have you get those visual representations. Now keep in mind, some of these might be photos. You know, maybe you've got a really good family memory that you want to use a picture of that. Maybe it's you want to a new home, Google it, you know, find a picture that way. I like, for things like this, there's a website called Canva, and what you can do is go through and you can get a free account with it. And then what you want to do is just create a picture. You can search their photos and upload your own. And then you create a collage. So some people, you might want to just take pictures and put it in a Word document. Some of you might want to take like physical pictures and create this. But the idea is, and we'll take a little bit of time now so you can get started on your boards. And if you have any questions, let me know. But think about it this way. Some of the images you want are going to be actual things or situations. Others are going to serve as representation. So maybe you have a Facebook following of 100,000 people. Wonderful. Take a Facebook page that's got 100,000 fans on it, take a screenshot of it, and then doctor it so your face in your business or your book, it has those 100,000 fans. If you want to be on the bestseller list, take the bestseller list and kind of copy and paste your book title and your name up at the top. If you want your book reviewed by Publishers Weekly, take like the masthead and write a little write-up of your book and kind of put it in there. So whatever it is that you need to see, that you want to see down the line, create it now in the present, because as you're working away, trying to get there, if you see, I see my name on the New York Times bestseller list. I know it's not yet, but it's possible because there it is. It's right in front of me. You have what you're working towards, the top of mind at all times. And that's the other thing that stays so motivating. You know, you're writers because you want to be a writer. You write about certain subjects because you love those subjects. You've got your own unique experience and background that makes you good, better, more unique. Because, you know, how many food writers are there? A ton. How many health writers out there? A very, very lot. But what makes it different, okay, let's go health writer. You know, we've got Jean who wants to write about her experience in dance, right? We have Elise who writes about living healthier, better lives, because that's part of your philosophy and what you teach, right? So you have your own perspective of your specialty, and that's what's going to edge you above the rest. That's what's going to bring you the life that you want, because only you know certain things, only you can express them in a certain way, and it's up to you to get that out there. So figure out what those 10 items are, and then you want to create some sort of visual representation. So do we want to start doing that now, or do you want to be doing this as a project for later on?
Deb, what was the name of the website for this?
Oh, it's called Canva, canva.com. I put it in the chat.
Okay.
And I also use, it's great for social media images, and they have different they've got, you can get a premium plan, but there's so much you can do just using the free site. You can create in different sizes, different social media images for each platform. You can do posters and invitations, and I think you can even mock up, you can, book covers and CD covers, basically anything that you want to create, they have a template for it. And then what you can do is go into the images, go into photos. You can upload some of your own images, but you can also go into photos and search for things that you want to put in your visualization. So do you guys want to look for pictures, or do you want me to just keep talking?
No, keep talking.
Yeah, okay. If you're watching the replay, you should pause this, go find your pictures, and then we'll go on to the next. Okay. So once you have your images, you want to put them into a collage. Use Word document, Canva, PicMonkey, and Adobe Spark. These are all three. They all have free versions and advanced versions, and you could do just about anything in the free version. A lot of the photos are what they make their money on. So all you have to do is, if you're looking up photos that represent things, just either use the free ones or keep the ones with the watermark on it, because it's for you, right? And then you can also just do an image search online. Again, this is for you, so anything goes. You ready for the example? Ta-da! So we have here the new home, money, enjoying life, writing, syndicated column, on TV. This character is also an expert chef, so there has to be food, and Oprah Book Club selection. And yes, in my personal version of it, my book is the one that Oprah is holding. So look at the pictures that best represent the life you're trying to create and tweak it so you are in there as well. And then the next thing you want to do is title your Goaltopia, because it's not just seeing the pictures, it's the motto, the phrase, the words that are going to keep you moving forward. Okay, so I'll back up a little bit. So a little bit more about the Deb method. So in figuring out what you want and how to get it, first you start with the visualization, which is what we're working on. And then you want to write your current bio. So it's like you're taking an inventory of, okay, this is your life now. And then you want to write your future bio. This is the life you're trying to create. And the idea, I used to say, write your bio for like 1 year, 2 years, 5 years down the line. Now I tell people, write the bio you want at the end of this year and the bio you want at the end of next year, because things are so rapidly changing. But that will give you something to look forward to, something to work towards in a very realistic time frame. So you want your current bio, your future bio, and then your mission statement comes into play. So my mission is to help as many people as possible figure out what they want and how to get it through planning, setting, and achieving their goals. And from that mission, so I use that so I've got my book, I do workshops, I do coaching, I do speaking, and everything that I do is with that mission in mind to help others figure out their new reality, their better reality, and make a plan to achieve it. And then from the mission, you want to shorten it to a motto. So that is my mission. My motto is goal setting simplified. So everything that I'm doing, it has that in mind. So my book, very simple instructions, because changing your life is hard enough. Reading the instructions shouldn't be challenging. It should be very simple, logic, to the point information. And then, so everything that I do, everything that I create has that in mind. So when you're thinking about your ideal life, what does that look like? What do you want to be known for? What do you want people to look at you and think of and create? So I personally like, for my vision board, I have Queen of All Things Goals. So what is the title of your Goaltopia? Might be a little bit different than your motto, but something that you can keep in mind as you're working towards that's going to motivate you to keep moving forward. So I do a goal chat, Twitter chat every Sunday, and then I do Goal Chat Live on Monday on the Mango Facebook page, and we talked about persistence. And it's really, things are going to happen if you work towards them, but they might take a little bit or a lot longer than you think. So as long as you're working towards these big goals, you can keep in mind what you're working towards, it's going to keep you motivated and inspired. So my fictional person, their motto for life is food, fun, and freedom. And that's just the different words that are representative of every picture. So this person, who's maybe a little bit but not total me, this is what this person is working towards. So you want what you're working towards so you can see it on a regular basis so it stays top of mind. And once you have your visualization, you want to put it somewhere where you're going to see it. So on your desk, on your computer, background of your phone, in your nightstand. And then my favorite is, what is most personal to you? Is it on your yoga mat? Is it on your treadmill? Is it on your refrigerator? Where is the place that's your happy place that you're going to look at regularly and will serve as the best place for a reminder for you? And along with your visualization, if you're doing the other work, you should have your mission statement and your motto and your primary goals that you're working towards as well. Because to keep everything together, and again, this is for you, you're welcome to share it with, your loved ones, but sometimes it's just better to keep it, for yourself. It's almost like you've got like the best secret in the world because you're working towards this cool thing. And when it becomes a reality, watch out, world. So do we have any questions on the process or the intricacies of creating your actual visualization?
Yeah. How to do it?
Okay. What's on your list?
Which list?
The short list, the one that you're going to use. Yeah.
Okay. The first one is publish my novel Gem of Egypt and find an agent for it. That's the first one. And blog my column called Dear Earth about science and climate change and meshing them with my travel stories. That's second.
Okay.
I'd like to learn how to do Instagram. I don't know how.
Okay. See, these are all completely doable.
Right.
Okay, so is the question what you want it to look like, or how you find things that represent these things?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, you're using the term visualization is a thing. Is that?
Oh, okay, so is there an agent, or let's say, I would say take a picture of someone who looks agent-y, or it can be an agent that you want.
Okay.
And then do like a mock-up of your book cover and have the agent, have a picture of the agent holding the mock-up of your book cover.
Ah, okay. I see.
I have a practical question that goes with this.
Okay.
so we can get images just off the internet or and print them onto Canva, or Canva has the images?
Okay, well, you know what? Let me, if you want me to stop share screen, I can go into Canva real quick and better show you this. Let me make sure I have. Let me pull up the right image so you don't have to see how many different things I have on Canva. Okay, yeah, this will work. Okay, so this is Canva. And this is the example I used. So what you can do is you can upload your own photos, or you can do a search for photos. So let's put in, oh, and you start with recommended. Okay, so you can start with using any of these things. I think I might have started with Flyer for this one. So go to canva.com, create an account, and then they'll let you do things. So you can look at different, start with different flyers or a blank slate. What else do they have? They have things like elements. So you can take a grid, which is what I think I used for one of my versions on this. So take something like a grid. Okay, oh, this is nice and easy. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, and then you can go into photos. So let's say one is writer. So you just do a little search, typewriter perfect. Here, actually, this is better. Boom. Easy, right? Okay, let's see, what is something else someone wants?
To be an influencer.
Okay, social media influencer. See, this is what I was talking about. If they've got the little crowns, that's a paid service. So I think you can still put it in, but it'll have a watermark on it. But something like that, no, let's find one without a watermark. Let's see if it's just social media. Oh, this one's perfect. Boom. Okay, so you want your bookstore. Bam. And then you mock up your book cover and you put it right in there. And then speaking.
Wow.
So, oh, this is even better. So this works if you want to have a podcast or you want to be speaking to lots of people. I think we'll put. So it's, like I said, it's very simple. You just find your grid, search. Okay, you want to have a Netflix show. Boom. There you go. You're published, you're in a bookstore, you have a podcast, you're on Netflix, and you're an influencer. There's your vision board.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
You are welcome.
Wow.
Okay, any other questions? Go back to here. Okay. Oh, join my email list. You can either use my Eckerling or my info@thedebmethod.com, and I will send you. I've got my rules and rewards worksheet. No, my rules and rewards worksheet. Was I going to do that one? You know what? I'm going to send you my mission statement worksheet because I think that's going to help more. And that's where you can figure out your mission for your big picture, and then write out your short and your long-term goals. And then this is my book, and this is what I went through today is basically the first chapter with a little bit of into the determine your mission portion of it. But if you're having trouble figuring out what to do next, it will walk you through the process. I'm doing, and if you're on my email list, you'll also get notified when I do other goal setting workshops and things. Okay, and this is me. So my contact information, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, please connect with me. I am at the Deb Method and Write On Online because that's my Facebook community. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And what else? Yeah, so that's me. What else can I answer? How else can I help?
So I have a lot of interests and kind of multitask, whatever. I have a lot of different strengths.
Okay.
So what is your clarification process like?
Okay. I have a technique I call directed journaling. And what it is you set 3, 4, 5, 15-minute appointments with yourself. And you're just answering one question. So in your case, it's like, what do I want to focus on? What should I be working on? What is the big priority for me? What projects do I really want to be immersing myself in right now? What speaks to me? So you're really just answering the what do I want question, but you want to do it 3, 4, 5 times over the course of a week. And the trick is you don't want to read your brainstorms until you've done it 3, 4, or 5 times, because what you're going to find is you're going to say the same thing over and over again. So when you go back and you read through it, it will reveal to you what you are the most passionate about, what you should be focused on, what you're most excited about. Because the things that really get you jazzed are the ones you're going to work on, right? So this will help you clarify what that is. The directed journaling also helps if you're trying to solve a problem. I'm trying to decide if I should take this job or that job, or should I go with this publisher or that publisher, or should I spend my time on Facebook or Instagram? And you're writing through the process of writing out what it is that you want, you'll find out what you get the most excited about. And then the real super cheaty way, if you're trying to make a decision, is you make a decision at night, go to sleep, and if you sleep well, it's the right one. And if you don't, make the other decision and go to sleep and see how you feel about that one in the morning. So they're different ways, but the directed journaling really is the first step, and it will help you if you're having trouble with your visualization or your mission or your motto or anything, because it gives you the time and the opportunity to get all of your thoughts out there and then look at them so you can organize what you need to do next. That help?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
great. Anything?
As far as the brainstorming opportunities part,
Yes.
Is there anything that you could add about that? Or are they like brainstorming opportunities outside of your existing space or within your existing resources, or what do you recommend there?
Okay, specific to what?
To your goals. So you've done your visualization, and now you need to figure out how you're going to go execute.
Okay. Oh, and you have my book, right?
Yes.
Okay. It goes in depth in the brainstorming section, but the
Okay.
idea is you want to write everything down. You want all the different oh, and we're right at one, so if you have to go, you know, feel free to sneak out, but save the chat. All my contact info is in there, and please connect with me, and the info on the LinkedIn summit is in there as well, that I hope you check that out. Okay, so thank you all for coming. This has been great. So to just answer your question, if anybody else has anything else, stick around a couple more minutes. If you're brainstorming all your little goals and your big goals, then you want to divide them into categories. So let's say you're writing your book, you want to get your book out to a publisher, you need to find a website, you need to do social media, but don't brainstorm into categories. Just brainstorm everything, and then you could put them into categories. So everything you need for a website, like you need your logo and your branding, your colors, what you want to blog about, what sort of visuals you're going to use if you're going to do videos or images. This is also if you're trying to figure out what social media platform you want to be on, just brainstorm the types of content you like to create. Do you like short and sweet? Do you like audio? Do you like video? So throwing everything out there. And then first of all, you could see what you mention all the time, kind of goes back to the directed journaling thing. But the other part of it is you say, oh, well, if I like visualization, but I keep talking about Twitter, you can do visualization on Twitter, but Instagram is going to be a better place for you. So really, I hope this answers your question. All bets are off, brainstorm everything. That's the short answer of what I just told you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. I will see you all again, I'm sure, before too long. I'm going to do virtual networking goals either in September or October. Date's not set yet, but stay tuned and I will keep you all posted. And thanks for anybody who wants to share their map with me. I'd really be curious to see. So let me know how that goes for you.
Thank you, Deb. That was great. Thank you. Thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
And then